So let's test this out. Oh, hey there, boys and girls. Welcome back to Rev Render Garage. I am Sean, and today we are going to be continuing on our Ruckus project scooter. We're going to tackle the blinker lights on it. I was looking at how the blinker lights mount, and they mount sideways like this. I just think that looks ridiculous. So we are going to fabricate and CAD up some blinker mount adapters. I'm going to show you exactly where these are going to go and idea behind it, and then we will get CADing this up. We are also going to work on the back end to make some adapters to fit blinker lights. Right now, the blinker lights are incorporated into the brake light, but that brake light is so far buried under the seat that it is really hard to see. So that will be something else that we will tackle on this. But this round of updates to it is going to be all blinkers, baby. And we are going to get this thing visible and looking sweet. So let's get crack-a-lackin' and we'll show you the next part of this.
Pop quiz.
They have built-in airbags. Blinkers can break your fall. Can project a bad signal for help. Drivers can see you better. If you chose D, you are correct.
All right, let's walk over to the bike and take a look at what we're going to be working on here. I'll turn around and show you. So this is the mounts right here. You can see that they come out and go down.
No! God, please, no! No!
So what we're going to do is make something that slides up on this. The bolt will connect through and it'll have a piece that comes out like this, which allows you to mount your blinker upright. So that's what we're going to CAD up. Let's get going on that right now. Now we have the front blinker mount adapter all CAD'ed up. So what we're going to do is get that prepped for the 3D printer and get that printed out. And then I'll show you what we're planning for the back blinker mounts. We're going to be doing a single and a double blinker version. First, let's get this printed out. Looks like the printer has finished printing up our front blinker mount adapters for the Ruckus project scooter. So let's go take a look at them and see what they look like. Wow, those look great. Let's take one of these. And this is what I was talking about before, is you're gonna slide this up onto the existing blinker mount. You're gonna mount this adapter through this bolt hole that used to mount the blinker out to the side. Now that we've got these printed out, we need to show you the idea behind the back blinker mounts. And as I said before, we're doing a single mount and a double mount. So we're looking at using the same concept of a circular kind of clip.
Using your head.
But that clip's gonna come around the back like this, and there'll be a set screw back there. And then it will stick out with a single hole and then two holes for the double light mount. But what we need to do now is get those CAD'ed up. Once we get the first one done, the second one is just adding a little bit of length to it with a second hole.
Pro tip, save time and reuse your CAD design to expand upon by saving a copy off and then modify your copy. Keeps your original intact. DRY, don't repeat yourself.
So let's get CADing and printing, and then we will get back. kids. Both of our mounts have been CAD'ed, printed, and we're going to take a look and see how they turned out. This is our back single light blinker mount. You can see that it mounts around the post in the back like we were talking about. There's your mounting hole, and then it shoots off the side here with your single blinker mount. Now, if you compare that to what we did over here for the double blinker mounts, you can see that they're identical until the double blinker mount shoots out with a little bit more space and a second hole to mount a second light. So at this point, we have all of our mounts created, and technically we're ready to start installing everything. So why don't we get moving on that? Because that's going to be the exciting part. Now that we're done creating our mounts, we've designed them, we CAD'ed them, we printed them out, we tested them, we can really start putting these lights in place since we tested them on there, and they can actually start mounting them up. But before we do, the old art brain had a little idea. So I'm going to unload on you. These are the lights that we were testing out. I bought these off Amazon. I love these lights. They have a yellow blinker light, a red running light, and a brake light as well. In the front of a white running light and a yellow blinker light, which I just think is super cool. I realized that these can be taken apart. So now we could technically powder coat our post anything we wanted. I'm going to do this red, leave the front ring black, and leave the post black. I just think that's going to look super cool. So what we need to do is get this sanded down, and we will show you before we powder coat. I'm excited. Let's get to it. All right, we got it all sanded down, and you want to be careful on something like this because it's all curved. You leave your sander in one spot too long, and believe it or not, you will sand that metal right down.
Pro tip: always keep your sander moving to prevent flat spots.
What I like about this is it gives it depth. You'll see what I mean when we get done powder coating it. All right, you can tell by the looks of my hands that we have finished powder coating it. Now we're going to put it in the oven about 13 minutes or so, and at that point it will be ready to look at and cool down. So let's let that happen. All right, timer just went off, so we are going to get this out and see what it looks like. Wow, see what I mean? The depth to it. It's not just like flat. We need to let this cool down, kind of thick, so it's going to take a few minutes, and then we will get it reassembled and see what it looks like. It looks like we've cooled down enough to work with it here. Either that or I'm just getting more resilient to heat because of my excitement. Got our cap. Now, what we need to do is feed our LEDs back through here, and then just get all of them in here at the same time. Now we need to slide the post on. Getting this done right. This is how you pimp out a scooter. You take your ideas and you run with them. Oh my gosh, dudes. Hell, oh, that looks killer. Now, can you imagine the rest of the bike? Let's move on so we can start installing these lights. We've got all of our parts ready to go for the front blinkers. So let's look at everything that we have ready to go here. We've got our front blinkers, and as you can see, they have already been wired up with bullet connectors. And let me give you a tip. They come with a plastic housing on them. Cut that off the male one and then shrink tube it.
Pro tip: remove the plastic housing from the wire connector and replace it with shrink tube. A much more secure connection, baby.
So we can tell these are the front blinkers because they only have 3 wires. You've got one for the ground, one for the running light, and one for the blinker light. We've got bolts that have been powder coated up to mount our adapter mount. I switched those up to black because I want to set off the red bolts. We've got the wire harness, and I'm going to explain this wire harness real quick. We needed something to power the running lights on each of our front blinkers. What I did is I used a handy dandy little tester here, which you ground out, and then it'll light up when you're getting power through. I found this plug, and the top pin gets power to it when the scooter starts up or is in the on position, because this has an accessory position. I found a plug that matches this one. I have a kit of them, and I can put that in the description. I created a plug that has a wire that comes off of it and wires into 2. So here is that plug, and as you can see, I've wired a pin into it, and it comes off into 2 separate wires, just like that. One for the left blinker, one for the right. So we're going to use a 1/2-inch socket and a 1/2-inch wrench, and that's what we're going to tighten these up with. Let's do it. Let's get you guys a straight on look, and I'll show you exactly what they look like when they're on, and I will also show you the problem that I just noticed. We are going to turn on the accessory. You can see the running lights click on. Pretty sweet. Now we're going to turn the blinker on and watch what happens. Both of them at the same time. That's going to be an issue we're going to have to uncover in a future video, but we still need to get the back blinker mount in place, and then we can get those blinkers all mounted up. Anyhow, let's get to installing the back double blinker mounts, because we are going with two, baby. Horns.
Don't mess with the bull, young man. You'll get the horns.
What we need to do now is get the back blinkers in place and mounted to complete this project. So I'm going to show you what we have waiting here for us. We've got our blinker mounts, the doubles, as we talked about before. I've already put the blinker lights on them, and the reason I did that is so I could line everything up and make sure the blinker lights would have space in between them and get them at the right height so they were level when the bike was level. And then let's walk back here, and I'm going to show you what had to happen. Got those on, and I've made a set screw mark right there with my paint pen. And if you couldn't guess, I've made another one right there with my paint pen again. At this point, what we need to do is get our drill with our step bit on it. You can see it right there in the background. And we're going to use that to drill this out. I'm going to lift the seat to get me better access to it, and we'll take it from there. Wow. Okay, so before I give you this nice rear view of it to show it all off, I'll just explain to you that now we have that much more visibility in the back. We've got running lights, brake lights, double blinker lights. So basically you've got 5 running light, brake light, and 3 blinker lights on each side, because the stock brake light actually contains blinkers. Let's reposition here so you can see it from behind. All right, hello, we are at the back of the bike, and it might be a little bit hard to see right now because I haven't turned them on yet. But you've got 1 blinkers, 2 blinker, 3 blinkers, 4. You got your brake light under there, which gives you even more. I've got a battery sitting right below here, and I've prepared it. I can show you the running lights of it because I think the running lights are so cool looking. And then when you use the blinkers, the running lights stay on. When you use the brake lights, the running lights stay on, hence running. The reason I have not wired it up yet is because the brake light assembly, which I'm going to relocate over to this bar right here, is going to require completely removing it from under the seat, and at that point we'll have access to the wiring, but that will be in the next video. So let's test this out. Oh, ready to see this in action? Here we go. Oh, look at that. That is unique, custom, badass. That'll make your friends go,
Dude.
I don't know if I can go riding with you because my bike ain't that cool. So this is it for another video of Rev Render Garage. We have shown you how to increase your visibility, keep yourself safer, and look bad. So with that being said, we're going to call this a day on another video from Rev Render Garage. But before I leave, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you leave us a comment, turn on your notifications, and tell all your friends. Until then, Rev Render out.
As always, thanks for watching. Tune in every Tuesday and Saturday for new videos. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Those likes really help us out with the YouTube algorithm. Until next time, Rev Render out.